Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary. 'Cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-too-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-da-too-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-too-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fweet-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Una was the first world created by the gods before they withdrew from the mortal plane. When they created the new world, Eart, Una became its first moon. The peoples of the world they abandoned still struggle to survive against dark cults, primordial monsters, strange magics, and ruthless warlords. On the savage moon, the hardest thing to be is a hero.
everyone, and welcome to Savage Moon Sunday. Oh, we have an amazing adventure queued up in store for us all. It's going to be a little crazy today, partly because of technology. The Savage Moon does not like technology. But I will say, on the upside, we are coming to you from a very broad range of locales with a whole spectrum of internet connections today. We're going to keep it sassy for you. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on board the one, the only, the master of dungeons, Mike Nisto.
I want to demand that you learn to pronounce it Nisto, for that is my name. It's particularly appropriate that you say Master of Dungeons because that's what we have in store today. We, in fact, have a party that has fallen through the earth into a damn dungeon, which our scenery around us, which we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars putting together, represents. Figure out to help anyone watching understand how we got here. Let's bring May up, and May, you have a summary of where we've been so far. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hello from Austin.
Hi from DragonCon.
Yeah. It's looking great. Your connection's working.
Yeah, for now. All right. So here is our story so far, you guys. Having fled the invasion of their home by red apes, our adventurers have encountered both the flying raptor and the gather of the jungle below. After run-ins with surprisingly sympathetic beetle monsters, a bloodthirsty void spirit, and an eccentric sorcerer, they were headed south to ask the help of the dwarves when the earth crumbled underneath their feet, much like my sanity here at this convention. They found themselves in a tunnel dimly lit by magic stones set into the walls. They were in an ancient dungeon built in the days before the gods abandoned Una. What will they find there, and will they be able to find their way out, or will they be entombed? Let's find out while I fight with the interwebs.
This is very exciting. I want to take a quick brief interjection. We have been working on our bonus points of Inspire and the way you can make all the Twitch madness happen.
I have a little graphic for that if you like.
Madness menu.
That's right. That's right. We've upgraded and modified our classic Twitch points. What do we have? There it is. So it's the meddling menu. So for the lowest tier would be inspiration, and that is oh wow, no, I changed it. It's backwards. So the lowest tier is savage, and that's 500 Twitch points, and that a savage makes things critical at 19 and above, and inflicts triple damage. So normal critical is double damage, but if we have a savage in play, the next roll that hits 19 and above does triple damage. And then after that is Inspire, which is 1,000 Twitch points. And what that does is that enables it's like a bardic inspiration. It's a player.
It's even better than the Inspire roll, in that you can reroll any roll. You can reroll
any
damage.
roll.
You can reroll anything you like.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
And then next tier is 1,500, and that's brutal, which is 18 and up criticals. And instead of double, instead of triple, it's 4 times the amount of damage. Holy cow. Again, once it's in play, it's in play. And then, because you guys asked for it, we went ahead and we gave chaos. Mike, would you like to tell them about chaos?
I think literally more than asked for it. I think it was demanded. And, we went ahead and obeyed because you, after all, when all is said and done, are the gods. And chaos gives me a license to be absolutely terrible to the players. So if chaos is sitting there, I can re-roll dice that the players probably don't want me to re-roll. I can suddenly bring in encounters or curses or plot twists. So if you want to mess with these wonderful people, just throw some chaos into the mix, and you can make it worse.
But keep in mind, this is a Nat 21 Adventures channel rule. The natural 1 and the natural 21 are sacred unto the highest of gods. So if a player rolls a 1, they cannot use Inspire to re-roll it. And if they do a 21, they can't have it undone. So if you're going to throw those bonuses down, throw them down before a player rolls. Because if that 1 happens, and it happened last week, if that 1 happens, there's no going back.
So players, do you have your character intros ready? Who would like to go first?
Yes. I have mine ready in a place. Here it is. Found it. Hi, I'm Ash. I'm a young warlock, and my patron is the powerful Thorn Fae, who's been receiving offerings of children from my tribe for generations. It is my duty to spread the Thorn Fae's wishes of chaos into the world. But, I'm just a kid, right? And I love my friends, Indira and Zeska, who's the sister of Yeska. They're cool. They don't treat me like a freak. So.
I am Zeska, a hunter of Zer. I was on a hunt when my village was attacked. Now myself and Evan, all that is left of my pack, have found my sister's friends who are on a quest to save our people and perhaps our entire continent. It falls to me to ensure they complete that quest, even if it means giving my life to do so.
Oh, it's working now. Cool. Awesome. Oh no.
Yep, you're there. Just keep going. Oh.
All right. Well, we'll go back a little bit.
Oh no.
Also, with these people are 2 NPCs. Avon, who I believe is Chad number 4.
3.
Chad
3. Chad 3.
And Algafir, who is of the people that are also being attacked by the Red Apes. So one clarification I'm going to make narratively is the characters seem convinced that the settlement is destroyed. A couple of the NPCs have tried to make it clear that that is not at all the case. The Red Apes have come in and they seem to be conquerors. So very likely what's happening is they've been taken over. So that's only an important distinction in that the arc of this game may involve coming back at some point and trying to free the settlement. And if you think it's destroyed, that's obviously never going to happen. So and the reason I said it was a little bit ironic that we were talking about dungeons is because we're going to
graph paper.
Classic with the map. Back of the module. And this is the hallway you found yourselves in. So every one of those squares is a little bit smaller than 5 feet. So it's about 3.5 feet. So that hallway is not very wide. The doorways, likewise, are not very wide. In addition, when you landed here, you landed amidst a fall of rubble with your 2 NPCs. There are 5 of you in this tunnel, towards the back of the tunnel. And there were little stones, little translucent stones set into the wall that when you landed, shortly after you landed, they flickered to life and they gave off a glow kind of like a dim candle. So it was sort of a moonlight kind of a feel in the room, which gave you a look at the walls. And these walls are proper stonework. It's the kind of thing, this is, after all, the Savage Moon. This is not the kind of place that is familiar to you, other than you've heard rumors of ruins. You know the places of the old world do exist. This seems to be one of them. When you look up, you can see that it is possible to climb back up, but it's not open to the sky, which means it's partially collapsed in as you fell, like a sinkhole. So it's possible you could spend some effort trying to see if it's possible to get back up there and go out that way. What I'm going to need real quick, because we are now in a dungeon, and a lot of things that normally I say it just doesn't matter, they matter in a dungeon. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Zeska, and I'm going to play that popular game, What's in Your Backpack?
Oh, okay. Oh, is this like if I pull out half a hot dog, I get $400?
Yeah, exactly. If you have like a bobby pin and like
Awesome.
a stub like Huey Lewis in the News concert.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna win. All right. I have a half cloak, which I also use as a bedroll, a small bundle of cord, a hunting knife, a pouch of caltrops. I have a quiver with 13 arrows, a tinderbox hand drill, and 3 torches. I have 2 gourds. One is full, one is empty. 3 days dried rations, 3 days of not preserved food, a clay cup, a wooden whistle, some flint, my black grease paint, I guess we would call it, and 1 strength bean.
Strength bead. For those that don't happen to be Eagle Scout wizards or people that spend time in the wilderness, a hand bow is a fire starting device. It's not a bow. It's a thing you use to get things going. Yeah. Ash, what do you have in your backpack?
Hi, I'm Ash, and in my backpack I have 4 red mushrooms that full heal, but only out of combat. I have 1 horn from the red ape that I think is probably like a, hey guys, trouble or whatever. And then I have a full-length cloak because it's prettier and a better bedroll. I have a bone knife. I have my poison kit, which has things in it that I am not 100% familiar with, that Mab's not 100% familiar with, that Ash knows what they are. Sure. I have a water gourd. I have rations. I have coal eye makeup. It's like a charcoal. It's like coal. Some candles. And some other herbs and spices. 57 of them.
And Indira, let's play What's in Your Backpack?
All right. So I have like my bedroll and a half cloak that I'm wearing. She has a small knife. She has her crossbow and bolted bag. Her medical kit, which is 2 poultices, 4 strips of fabric, a bottle of feverfew, and a bottle of comfrey syrup. 2 gourds, 1 that's empty, 1 that's full of water. 3 days of rations, so like dried meats and fruits, a clay bowl, her face color paint stuff, 4 candles, a pouch of tea leaves, a torch, her happy juice, that's totally not opium, and then of course she has attached to her bag when she's not using it, is her mace, her shield, and she wears her amulet. Yeah.
Hello? I have an amendment that I would like to make because I had that list in 3 different locations.
Totally fine.
I have about 100 feet of vine that I use as a rope.
Okay, so it's probably not 100 feet.
Okay, 50 feet.
Because if you've carried, I spent my childhood cabling for theaters. 50 feet on like a tiny goth girl you'd be like
wearing it. Which is a great picture. I wish I could draw.
Did we not talk about Shibari yet? Or...
Right, because there's wearing vine.
This isn't woven. This is vine. This is like one of those. No, okay, you're right. I'll totally do it. Yep. If you want to destroy my sweater.
No, 50 feet is still pushing it, but it's fine. And I think you're actually
I'll take 50.
That you would wrap part of it around because it is even like cable, 50 feet, or even like modern rope, that's a lot. It's very heavy. It's very bulky. And all right, so I am now locking you in because I'm locking you in, and you literally only have the supplies that I've listed and been stated out loud to the gods. They might hear what you have. And I'm going to once again show you where you're at and where there are these lines. This will appear elsewhere in the map. These indicate rubbled. So the little parallel lines mean this end of the tunnel is collapsed. This end's finished. There are 2 doorways. There were probably at one point 4 doors, but these look to have collapsed and failed.
Right.
But you're all standing here.
You're pointing at things, and I'm not sure what you're pointing at.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm used to
the
using
little phalange things at the bottom that look like they could be a rug or rubble. And then the 2 window things on the left are collapsed doorways.
The ones on the left are the collapsed?
The ones on the right that don't have a door in them, that are just the frame.
Oh, that's a door on that side. So the ones on the right are collapsed. Okay, got
it. And the left, those are doors, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm using Zoom, and when you share, it shows the cursor.
Oh, got it.
So all of this happens, right? You fall through, you take a look around, and at that point, all the little lights go out. And they go out kind of in a way like old flash bulbs burn out. So there's a brief, it's more powerful than completely out. You're plunged immediately into darkness. And if you know about going from light to darkness to light, that is a very stunning, oh, hell, for a minute, you're the opposite of what you wanted. The thing that Ash and Zeska will notice that Indira won't is Indira is slightly phosphorescent.
Girl, that drink you're drinking is doing something because you are glowing.
This is new. This
what
is not a thing that has happened before.
Well, you've never had a sudden shift into something this dark before. You've been outside. There's generally always a little light. So being kind of utter dark like this the first time, and it's very slight. It's the kind that, God, I hate to use this thing, but are you familiar with the modern horror story of the Radium Girls?
Yep.
Yeah.
What happened? And
I was just going to say glowworm, but.
Well, they literally became, it's the glow I'm thinking. They became slightly luminescent, but it was hard to see. And that's what you're dealing with here. If we're using modern terms, it's like she had a very white mist of that glow powder. So you wouldn't notice, except in the dark here, in answer to your question, Zeska, you're not sure if it's new or if you're just noticing it because of how dark it is. But you'll keep an eye out, I would assume, from that point on.
Well, I thank the Feywild for this minor miracle of light in the dark. And now we will have.
I can make light.
I need an insight check from Indira, please.
Okay.
From who?
Well, this is new.
Indira?
Say that again.
An insight check from Indira.
It broke up. Oh, got it. Okay. I have an app for this. I swear.
Playing with one of those Doctor Who scenarios where they're you're coming in from another timeline and the thing keeps breaking up.
Right.
Okay, Indira, you
21.
notice that Algafir is kind of looking at you a little strangely, and with that roll, you realize that it's almost like religious reverence. She's been commenting over time about your powers, and she apparently, so she's looking at you so
like Ewoks looking at C-3PO.
Oh, girl. Oh my God.
I'm looking for a partner that looks at me like C-3PO.
Ewoks look at C-3PO.
So Zeska, I need a perception check, please.
Oh boy. 19. Darn, that was strong.
Movement. coming from those open areas up ahead?
Ash, Indira, everyone stay here. Evan, come with me. We should investigate.
He nods without speaking. Will the two of you go forward on your own and investigate?
Yep,
Are you stealthing?
as best I can.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, please.
Okie dokie, artichoke. A whole whopping 8.
No.
Oh, wait, I have an inspire.
Yeah, why not? Throw down.
Inspire.
Yeah, thanks, Fantasy Ballad.
Oh, 15, way better.
That is better. So you take a peer on the corner and go ahead and give me a stealth check for Abed at advantage because he's behind you a little bit.
Okay. His is. Hold on. Oh, pulling up things. What do I do?
Yeah, I will ask our audience to be a little picky. We have unusual numbers of die rolls and tech to deal with today.
14.
So he's pretty quiet, but you're ahead and you know you're pretty quiet. And you look around the corner and you see
A bathroom. Oh.
you see a bathroom.
Okay.
And
There's a bathroom on the right. Oh.
Well, the first thing you would notice that would stand out to you, of course, would be the two undead.
Oh, no.
Who are coming towards you.
Oh, no.
And they are partially rotted. So there is bone coming through gaps in old,
Good. Half of my job is already done.
nearly calcified flesh. The clothes that remain that have not tattered away are kind of Roman influenced.
Right.
And they are approaching to attack. They don't have weapons or armor. They're doing the creep show,
Right.
attack hands as weapons. But you also notice those two things that you said were bathrooms. They're actually sarcophagi.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
And the way these sarcophagi are arranged,
Mhm.
they are in pairs. You're looking at the first set, not the second. I'm going to go ahead and give you the massive supposition that it matches.
Oh, there's a chaos in play.
Nice.
Hold on a second. Oh, come on.
Who's got you? So the way these are set is the base of the sarcophagus is stone, and it's on the ground flush. There is a name in some runic language you don't speak because none of you are actually you're all illiterate, so none of you can read. But it's probably a name. It's marked on the thing. The top, the cover was wood, but the wood has been thrown off, so it's not sealed like a traditional. What we're used to as a sarcophagus that would have a weighted stone top. The other thing is you can see the top, and this is, I'm partially giving this to you because I know that Zeska is detail oriented, and the fact that you see it quickly, you could definitely describe this. It's set so that there's a round hole, like almost a porthole, where the face would be.
Ooh, okay.
So you could, if someone was lying there, kind of in state, you could
Right,
walk
you could
and look
see
at the
down.
actual face. Yeah.
Future me is considering how to turn that into a shield. Okay.
When I designed this, I literally thought it would look like a riot shield.
I love it. It's mine. As soon as I survive this encounter.
So Zeska, they have not seen you because you rolled really well, but they look to have recently started moving. Like there's literally dust and
Is there
bits
one
of
in each room, or are they both in one room?
So the two that you're looking at are the two in the first room you peered into.
All
you
right.
have not looked into the second room, so you've only.
Oh no!
There's
All right.
probably 4.
I'm going to, I guess, get close to Avon because it's very dark on here, so he can see me, and let him know that I'm going to check this one, and I'd like him to check the next one.
Okay, so he's going to go around and try to get to the second one.
Yeah, and then I'm going to let everyone know. Everyone, we are in a crypt, and bad news, but the occupants are not crypting really well, so be on guard. I'll be right back.
So what I'm going to need to know is
Wait. What?
one sec. I'm going to need to know if anyone's going to be protected at the back.
Has anybody got my back?
Wait.
Yes. I will do this. Actually, I'm going to have Fritz stand guard behind and let me know if someone's coming from behind. Is that what you're asking?
Well, more like if these things come down the hallway, are people standing between like you and them? Like of these people, because you have multiple warriors here, right? Because you've got both Aguafir and Aban as well as Zeska. Like, are all of those people between the two of you? Like, are you the two of you in the back?
I would say at this point, Aban's in the room at the far end. He should be peeking in that one. Then I'm in the closest one, the one that we just looked in, and then the other three are back towards the rubble.
Right. So. And you don't really need to look back because that's collapsed.
Right.
So he can stay invisibly, like protecting Ash if Ash needs to be protected.
Cool.
So it sounds like the main object of let's not get her killed is Indira, right?
Yep. That's pretty usual.
That sounds wise. All right. At this point, I'm going to need a stealth check, regular or not, at advantage for Aban.
All right. Ooh. 9.
Okay. So Aguafir is staying, of those three fighters, she's further back, and it's pretty clear that her main priority is making sure that Indira is not attacked. She seems to have a connection to her for some reason. So at this point, Aban, I'm going to need initiative, sir.
All right. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, great.
12.
Okay, now I need a perception roll. Sometimes I do perception rolls. If you fail this perception roll, I will have a surprise round because you're not reacting quickly enough.
Oh God. 10.
Okay, so the first thing out of all of this that happens, like the triggering action that makes it a combat, is you're very carefully proceeding. Aban goes down into a hunter's crouch, and he's definitely good to look at, crawling away towards the other door. The camera gets uncomfortably attentive during that shot. And he'll turn around to look in, and Zeska will see him do this.
Oh
no.
He's get attacked.
Pour one out for Chad 3.
What's his armor class?
Oh, it is 15.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Okay, here we go. They attack at disadvantage because they are clumsy and half rotten. That's going to be a miss. And a miss. So fortunately, he's smart enough to be in the doorway and prevent them from doubling up on him. And at this point, I need an initiative roll from Zeska.
Right. 8.
Perception roll at advantage.
Yeah.
I heard that. I know that sound.
I don't even know where it went. Hold on.
So it's a good opportunity to announce that we have solid metal D21s available very soon.
19.
Okay, so
That's a good roll.
You're low in initiative, but you're not going to lose that first round, which is great. But I am going to get to attack you first, and like Aban, because you are a trained fighter, you're I'm assuming going to stay in the doorway, so you're not doubled up on, right? Because there are two opponents, but if you stay,
I've been instructed to drink. Yes.
What's your armor class again?
16.
I get 1 hit.
All right.
And that's going to be for how many damage do you do? That many. 5 points, please.
All right.
So now I need initiative for Aguafir, please. And that's May. You're rolling that.
Yes. Hold, please. I am all
Please
windows
hold.
on my phone.
Please hold.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I knew you didn't have dice because I got friends down there that could have had somebody dressed as a Ferengi bring you dice.
Oh,
Nice.
no!
that would be great. It's like dice DoorDash,
Yep.
That's brilliant.
right? We can make so much
What
money.
was the role for him?
Initiative, please.
Initiative. Jesus. Okay. That's great. That's a whole 2, my good sir.
Nice. I need initiative for Indira now.
Okay. For myself, let me boom. That's also a lovely 3.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Ash, what do you got initiative wise?
I'm rolling this heavy ass D20. Woohoo! All right. That was a good roll. Not 20, but it was 18.
So you're saying those marvelous dice are already performing excellently?
Yeah, like you remember last week where my best rolls were 2?
So you recommend the new metal Nat 21 die coming out very soon, right?
Yeah, I just got Paul's bag of the bag, and I'm going to be making updates to the website tomorrow.
All right.
This is Blood of Our Enemies. This is amazing.
You're looking at that, and you can see that there is movement. You can't see it clearly from where you are, but both Eben and Zeska are fighting in those doorways. What do you do?
I would like to Eldritch Blast those little punks.
Okay, so you advance a little forward so you can get a look at them, right?
If they're fighting something, then yeah.
Okay, so Aguafir will stand aside and you'll basically pass her so that you can get a good line of sight. And that's not a problem. So go ahead. You're going to do an armor class. Oh, and you can see these zombie things, because you hadn't seen them, only Zeska had. Yeah, and given you know enough of the history of the world to know, this would be from the time before the gods left. This would be of the old world because they had, for the players, they had a higher tech level. They were like the prequel to the game that's being played, your normal Tuesday games that's on Earth. So these were the people that were the predecessors of that same world. Okay, so go ahead. Their armor class is 11.
Smoked. Yeah, they got smoked with an Eldritch Blast. So that was 18 plus 5. God, I love this die. So that's 23.
Okay. That's
and
it's 18 brutals up, so that
yes. So it's 3 times.
you
2
want to
times.
use that brutal?
3 times? Yeah, I'm gonna use that brutal.
Okay.
If I rolled an 18, yeah.
So go ahead and do your triple damage.
3 times 6 is 18.
Okay, that blows it to tiny chunks.
Wait, yeah, 3 times 6 is 18. Yeah, that's right.
So cracked of mystic energy, and Zeska, it's the one you're fighting, just goes boom. And the next person
We're gonna be like,
Oh, come on. I have one trick.
Zeska, you're up.
is it me?
Yep.
Okay.
So the
I'm
other
attacking
one,
with my battle axe.
do you want to wait for it to come up, or are you just going to close and attack?
I'm just gonna close in, going in.
Roll the
It
hit.
still does, David. It still does.
Yeah, you just walk through the remains of his buddy.
18.
Okay,
Nope,
that's a hit.
sorry. I can't do math. 21.
That's going to be higher than 11. So go ahead and do your damage.
That is 9.
Okay, so that one is not dead, but it's red. Red is means it's the next hit will probably kill it. All right, and at this point, the only person who's not acted is Indira. You and Aguafir are at the back of the room. She looks to you and says,
Okay.
"Danger up ahead."
And she's like, okay, and she's just gonna reach around her. How far away is this from me?
So let me go ahead and put the map up for you.
Yeah, how many feet?
Every square is about 5 feet. You're back here now.
Okay.
The problem is this part of the hall is kind of full.
Okay. Crap. Okay. Indira is going to. I have an app for this. I'm pretty sure.
Says Indira on the moon. I have an app for this.
I have an app for this. Actually, you know what? I don't have an app for this. What she's going to do, she's going to ask Aguafir if she can touch her. Can I? Is it cool if I touch her?
She mutters, "Yes, please."
Oh.
Okay.
Are you picking up the subtext I'm picking up?
Enthusiastic. So she's going to look at Aguafir and she's going to touch her horns to give her light so she can actually see. Because, well, it's darkness.
So make an Arcana check for me.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are not messing.
Back to my other app for this. Hold, please. All right, Arcana check. That's a whole 10.
Never mind. Probably somebody else might have figured something out, but you're busy. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay, she's just gonna touch
it wasn't
her.
Important. Okay, so you touch their horns, and the horns light up like they're.
Well, she's just gonna touch her horns and give her some.
She lets
That's
out.
what we do when we're at Dragon Con.
She lets out a groan, staggers a little bit, and you think she mutters the word "goddess."
Ooh.
So her horns are now illuminating the hallway. All right, and then we go around to Ash. You go again because you are super speedy.
Question: Is Aguafir not going to do anything? Is she too busy having a moment?
Oh yeah. You need at least 6 seconds. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, her nethers are trembling.
Right?
I mean, her horns.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's like it's since we're here at Dragon Con, the horns are a little like Andorian antennas, and all that implies.
Aww.
Yeah, that's right. It's a dirty Trek joke.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Aww.
So,
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast away. One job on this ship.
You need to move forward a little bit more to be able to get minus sight. The fight has gone into the room, but if you move forward a little to the doorway, you could definitely shoot in.
Okay. I did not roll well on that one, but so it's 5 plus, so it's 10. 10, does that hit?
So you missed, huh?
I did. What? He's been waiting for that. Way to go, guys.
So I am going to adjudicate this, that the blast goes wild and shoots the wall. Part of the problem with being down here is that everything, judging from the fact that you came through the ceiling, is really weak and like in danger of falling. And the ceiling of this room collapses. That's not going to be any problem for you. But Zeska, I'm going to need a perception test to realize that that's what's happening.
I'm like, hold on. Do I gotta go get another outfit? Okay. I rolled a nat 1.
Wow. Okay, so the way this works is you're going to roll 2d6. And let me tell you the entire way it works, and you can just roll it. Any die that doesn't come up odd, re-roll and keep adding to the total until every die has rolled odd.
Just the d6? Okay.
2d6. You'll choose a set of dice, add them together, then any die that didn't come up odd, re-roll and keep re-rolling until everything came up odd.
Everything's odd.
And on top of it, what was your total?
6.
You also get a, excuse me, I was not expecting the ceiling to collapse that quickly. Chaos. So go ahead and give me a, what was it? A DC 14 con save. If you make it, you have the damage.
All right. 15. Just barely.
Okay. So you do have the damage. So you only took 3 instead of 6. All right. The next thing that happens is Evan is going to fight in that back room. So go ahead and roll the hit for Evan.
All right. 14.
All right. That's a hit. Do the damage for him, please.
All right. I should have remembered what's on his stat block.
Well, fortunately, I can do that anytime you need.
Ooh.
All right. All right. It's
D8
six, by
plus
the way.
2. That's handy.
So what'd you do damage-wise?
What did I literally just say? 5.
Thank you. Okay, so you do some damage, and at this point, I get to attack.
No.
So the one upside to what happened with the collapse is the other undead in there is destroyed.
All right.
So the only ones left are the ones in that far room, and both are fighting Ash, but not Ash, Evan. But he's smart enough to make it so only one can attack in time. So they will try, miss, hit. He is going to take 9 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then we go to Zeska.
Oh.
Who's still alive? Still alive, people.
Yeah.
Nice try.
You tried. You tried real hard. I would like to go. Can I get in next to Aben at all?
Yeah, because you can do the equivalent of working in a kitchen and be like
Okay.
behind you, and like you fought with him, so he knows.
In that case, yeah, I'll head over to sous chef those zombies.
Roll the hit, and you've got the damaged one. You can finish them off.
Floppy dice. Take a drink.
No. Damn it. 9, by the way, so no.
All right, so you want to use your inspire? So one.
I will use my inspire.
I will make you a couple of GM warnings. The first is be careful with things like slots and cooldowns because you're in basically a locked room and you don't know how it's going to be. And also, if something seems not dangerous, even a few hit points over time may make the difference between success and failure. So do you reroll?
I rerolled, but it was a 5.
Oh, womp womp. Okay. And then
My
we
good die is under the couch.
Indira, you're up.
All right. What can I see now with the light up girl that seems to be having a moment?
Well, they would have pulled back
And
to
we're not
allow
gonna
the
talk
undead to come out of the
for
room.
this.
So you would see them at the end of the hallway. You see the
Okay.
two undead at the end of the hallway.
Awesome. So hypothetically, are those undead like 60 feet away?
Yeah.
Awesome. So here's what's gonna happen. While the poor horny child is having a moment. Horn, see what I did there. She
I get it.
Going.
Sorry.
They are going to she's going to cast Sacred Flame on one of them.
Armor class 11.
And they have to make a dex saving throw
That's just one target, right?
of 14 or take 1d8. Yeah, just one. Yeah. It's
Okay.
just-
And the damage is radiant,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want the wounded one or the unwounded one?
I'm gonna take the unwounded.
Okay, so that's good news because it is vulnerable to radiant, so you will do double damage.
Ooh.
Okay,
Fails.
1d8 of. Hold on, I'm trying to do this. Okay, that's a d6, that's a d8, and that's a d8. 2d8. Boom. That is. Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. Let's try this again correctly. Okay. Okay. So, and it's double damage, you said. So that's 16.
Okay, so that literally it explodes in a burst of expensive particle effect, and then and you hear Aguafir go just ooh,
She has the gift.
and she is going to. There isn't really room for her to help, unfortunately. What's her? Do I have a ranged weapon listed for her?
No, you just have a short blade and.
Yeah, she'll
Shield
stay
for her.
back and protect you then. At this point, Ash, you can go again if you want.
You know, I'm gonna throw down some of that. I don't know. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit with maybe some Eldritch Blast.
Sure. So you reach into
Got
your
excited.
yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Yeah. So it hits. I'm pretty sure I rolled a 17 plus 5, so it's 22.
And there's only one target left, and it's damage. So do your damage.
Blastity blast blast. Force. Oh, that was a good one. 12.
Dead. The combat is over. You have defeated the creatures.
Yay!
You now have light to see by, so do you. Unfortunately, you can't explore the lower room because it collapsed, but you can explore the one up top.
I would like to do this.
Yeah, because I still want one of those fancy shields that you can see through.
So you, Ash, you find sitting near each of the sarcophagi 2 gold coins.
Ooh.
And the gold coins, let me get the description right here. Come on, man. They're stamped coins. On one side is a stylized eye. On the other is a bird holding what appears to be a star. Make a religion test.
Huh. One for each eye. That's very perceptive. I like it.
Did you make the religion test, Ash?
Oh, was that me? I'm sorry.
We're calling Mab.
Yes, I did.
What'd you get?
Let's see. 18 plus.
Holy Mac. Okay, so you don't know the name, but it is one of the old gods.
Two.
It's the god that takes the spirits of the fallen to the afterlife. Now, this is nothing that the people of this world believe in, but looking at that, you're like, that's what that represented.
Yeah, because I'm into it because it's a culture of death.
Yeah, the very Ankh feeling. So there are 4 of those coins. So there's something else for the 2 sarcophagi. So go ahead and give me a D6, Mab.
I can do it. 4.
Then give me a D8.
3.
On the floor is a sickle made of steel. So you don't know what steel is, but it's a strange metal.
A metal skull?
Sickle.
Oh, I was like, I'm going to wear the metal skull. I'll take the sickle.
And
Sure.
And roll a D6.
I'll take a sickle. 2.
And roll a D20.
All right, this is going to sound different. Oh. All right, 3.
Okay, you find a 12-sided die made of carved petrified wood.
That seems pretty cool. I should be writing this stuff down.
So the party can get up there and take a look around. You let them know what you found, I assume?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jessica, you don't need to rip anything loose. The trick is going to be attaching something to carry it.
Yeah.
Because it just set in a groove, so it didn't have anything on there. So to attach, you have to like work at it to get a strap through there.
Yeah, I mean, I was figuring I'd do something with like the cord that we've got and using like my axe to make notches kind of thing. And just...
It's the kind of thing that you'd mess around to be about a half an hour of screwing around. You think you could do it, but it's not something, if you're going to keep moving.
Yeah.
You can carry it with you until you rest and like drop it when you need to. So you go up and be carrying. And the other thing is when you get closer, they're carved, and you think it's probably images of the person that was in each tomb.
Oh, so there's like a person on it?
It's a relief, except so it looked like the way it was set up is when you would look at the person when they were put to rest, they would not have decayed much, and their face would be there, and there'd be.
Oh.
It actually would probably be very nice, but yeah.
And
Someday I'm gonna paint that up real cool.
just some guy brings up a really interesting point. Is the sickle made of iron?
It is steel.
I don't know if that's iron because I'm not familiar with steel.
No.
What game?
Metallurgy 101 now.
Right. Yeah, but here's the thing. Magic is not science. So basically, I need to know what concern you have. Like, what is the ability you're worried about?
It's not my ability. It's respect for my patron.
Okay. And was that something that you assumed, or is that something that's in writing on the pact?
That is something I was assuming, as they were fae. I was assuming no iron.
So in that case, the way the information goes is you look at it, it's weird, you pick it up, you don't feel weird, your little buddy doesn't act strange.
There we go. We're cool.
So far, you seem to be good.
That's pretty good.
And yes, Tanya's right. But Ash wouldn't know that anyway. So what you would notice is that, I'm sorry, May?
Yeah, real quick. Can I see how bad and beat up our Chad bro dude it looks?
Everyone, really. I want to get an assessment.
Okay, so where is everybody? Is anybody like more than half their hit points gone away?
I'm barely dinged, and Chad 3 is fine.
Okay, so the way I do this is I ask you to also use green, yellow, red. So you can't tell somebody else. I'm right. I'm at 14 out of 18. You can say I'm yellow, meaning I'm at half, or I'm red, I'm about to go down.
All right, no,
So
green.
No one is yellow. No one looks wounded, basically. Okay.
I got an owie.
I need from Ash.
Okay,
Matt.
cool.
That was a person in our world, kind of mostly. So Ash, give me a perception roll, please.
All right. That's like a couple twos in a row here. I'm not okay with that. So it's another 2.
Never mind. I'm sure it's fine. What do you do next?
Never mind.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's not.
I'm checking out my sickle.
And Dara's
hey
just
guys,
looking
check
around.
this out.
Yeah.
So I don't
I'm
remember.
watching you with that because that thing is really cool.
Is sickle a martial weapon? Do you have to have proficiency?
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. So that means, Zeska, you're looking at her and you realize that's something you normally do training in, and it's actually +1 because that's just, we talked about how magic items will be rare in this setting, but steel in this setting will be considered +1 because of what it is and how much better it is than your Bronze Age shit.
This does not feel right.
I don't think you're using it right.
You want it?
Oh,
You're not.
I do, but
I mean,
don't.
I mean,
Safety. Yeah, no, pass it.
Okay,
Thank you.
like the.
Yeah, no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeska thought that joke was funny.
She probably would have.
I need a insight check from Indira, please.
Okay. Oh, please.
Oh, I could have re-rolled. You guys have to remind me to re-roll with my inspires.
Eh.
There's more
That
monsters.
is 17, my good lord.
There's no monster. There's more monsters. You'll be fine. Indira, you realize you can kind of feel where your buddy is.
My buddy.
I said my buddy because I couldn't remember the pronounce her name.
The girl?
Aguafir, yeah.
Oh,
Aguafir.
I was like my buddy.
She reminds the name reminds me of
Aquafina.
Aquafina. Thank you.
It sounds like a very expensive
Aquafina.
water. Yeah.
Okay. She goes, oh. And she's just gonna like put out her hand and just automatically knows like that she's standing right there.
Yep.
That type of I can feel my buddy.
Yep.
Okay. You're just gonna sit there and be like, that's weird. Okay. Are you okay, Aguafir? Are you okay? Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. I'm more fine than I've been in a long time.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Well, and like she's just like, all right, just stay here. Just stay nearby.
As you wish.
And I'm just like, just stay nearby.
I think once everybody's kind of had a little bit of a rest, I want to take Evan and sort of see what our options are for getting out.
We can
I
try.
was just gonna say I would also like to search the space for options as well.
The only options you've got is there's two doors, and right where you landed, near where those stabby lines are at the bottom there,
Yeah.
that's the hole you came down through, and you can try to climb back up to it, but it doesn't look open.
So those two doors are closed, but could be opened theoretically.
So you are walking the room, Ash?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I need a perception roll from you.
And if I fail it, I remember now that I'm going to burn one of my inspires. How many inspires can I burn?
Oh no!
Each roll.
I will only reroll it once, so nothing and nothing.
All right.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. And it probably didn't matter. It's fine. So what do you do?
I got nothing. I will say when you guys are ready, we can move on.
Okay.
I can find no good safe way out of the hole. The rubble just keeps falling in on itself. So, oh no.
At this point, Ash is walking back away from the doors at the end of the room, and one of them, this one here,
Oh, geez.
is staved outward, and two undead rush her.
Oh no.
So I get one free attack. What's your armor class? Ash, what's your armor class?
Oh, yes. 14, I think. 12. 12.
You get one hit. One of the creatures does 4 points of damage.
Ow.
At this point, we're going to go back into rounds. I'm going to need Ash to make a perception roll to see if she loses a surprise round.
10.
Okay, you're going to lose your first round. Oh, God, I got attacked. Abin is going to be up at the front. So go ahead and give me a perception roll for Abin.
All right. 6.
Also, not great. Zeska?
17.
Initiative.
11.
And then Aguafir, perception roll at disadvantage because she's kind of focused on Indira.
And something else?
Oops, wrong thing. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta look at her. Perception.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, wrong one. Hold on. I hate doing this on the phone. Okay. There's one. So that's it. Okay, and then let me do the other one. All right, so 13 is her perception.
Okay, so do an initiative for her.
Okay. 18.
Okay, good for her. And Indira, perception.
Perception. I have a sheet for this skill. That's a 5.
Okay, so the next thing that happens is Aguafir is going to, what the heck, here we go. She is going to run in to help Ash, and she's going to attack. So Indira, rolled a hit for her.
Okay. That's a 16.
Yes!
Okay, at this point, she is, without knowing she's doing it, attempting to draw energy from Indira. Indira, do you give her the energy that she wants to use on your behalf?
Yeah.
How many hit points will you give to her?
Let me, so I can understand. Is it taking hit points from me to give to her
I'm not telling you.
so I can mark it? Oh, well, I'm just trying to mark my sheet. Good,
Well,
sir.
I'll tell you once you've done it what you've done.
In that case,
200.
all right. Give her
5? Okay, so yes, mark your sheet for 5. Roll her damage and add.
That's more. Yeah.
Roll her damage and add 10. And add 10, please.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apply changes. Roll her damage. 1d app. Right, 1d6. That's 4 plus 2 is.
Okay. Here's the other fun thing, that the 10 extra points get doubled because they're radiant. So it's like 24. There is an explosion. And what Zeska and Ash see is the girl's horns are glowing the same color that Indira was glowing. And when she attacks, there's a thin cord of energy between the two. Oh, right. So
Get him, Aguafir! Yeah!
Zeska, you're up.
All right. I hit it with the rock. I'm going to use my my stone battle axe. See it as a rock. And I'm going to go over the one, I guess, whichever is closest to me.
You could also use the steel scythe you're holding.
I could, but it does like half the damage, even at a +1.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm new with it, and I don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah,
So I'm going with my old trusty stone. 15.
Hit damage.
Oh, yay. And I'm using it two-handed. Saying that. 7.
Okay. The creature is now red. It was going to attack, but instead it loses its round and backs away slowly, apparently in fear of the girl, who is blazing with energy. At this point, Ash, you're up.
Oh, yeah? We're going to play some Eldritch Blast all up in there? Who do I get to target?
There's only one target left. He's the guy that hit you.
Remember that time you hit me and I forgot to do the hellish rebuke. Remember that? Well, I hit you pretty hard with a 19.
No need to roll.
And
He would have had a hellish rebuke. Definitely a kill. All right.
yeah.
So he falls. The two are dead. The combat's over. The energy between Augustir and Akira subsides a little bit. And for those watching, the relationship was very much like between a paladin and the paladin's patron. But in this case, the paladin's patron seemed to be Indira. All right, so the battle is over. Do you search the room?
I
Yes.
kick in the door. I loot the room. Yes.
I'm very into this.
You know, gold coins. And by the way, when I'm rolling these bonus items, if you don't like the cut of a jib, you can make me reroll that as well.
Ooh.
Oh, so did you say 4 more coins?
4 more coins.
4 more coins because there were 2 of them, 4 coins.
And one side is a bird with a star, and the other side is what?
An eye.
Ah, that's it.
All right, so I'm going to have Zeska. So Tanya, roll these for me. Roll
Okay.
a D6 for me.
A D3.
D6.
Oh, a D6. Wow, D3 is a D6 divided by 2. 6.
No, you want. So roll a D20 for me.
12.
You find a small book. It is a grimoire. It has a bluish leather cover.
I open it.
Make a
I'm all like,
insight check, please.
okay. $19.
So you've used various forms of hunter marks. You've used various marks on maps. You're aware of the power of language through icons and things. Even though you don't have a full written language, it's not like the idea of how that would work is past you. However, like a lot of more primitive cultures, a lot of them have a kind of a reverence to certain kinds of ritual. And when you open the book and look, you immediately feel like the first thing that would pop into her head would be, this is magic. Like the ink that was used sparkles a little bit, like there's something in the ink. And there's the kind of drawings that are like the shit they drew for Evil Dead 2. Like it's
Right.
it's
Yep.
a magic book, right?
This is
And all the hearts
nerdiest
and all the
episode.
eyes are dotted with hearts. And
So it's
Ash, did you read this?
actually, I'm going to yes and that and say that it's a little bit like the first Goth Witches book of magic with a K. So yeah, there are little.
Oh my God.
You know, it would look like something that Ash would have written.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I'm going to just
well,
be
you
like,
did
I'm
say
gonna
black
hand it to
sparkly
Ash.
ink.
Do you-
I literally write with a black sparkly ink pen. So this is how I know what it looks
Oh,
like.
please.
I'm going to turn and hand it to Ash. I do not think this is something I can use. Maybe you know what it is. I'm all like, hey. Ah! And then it eats Ash.
Okay.
Every time we inhale, for people who may listen to this as a podcast someday, every time we inhale sharply like that is because the GM evoked chaos.
I invoke it
Yes.
as Grimoire is handed from one character to the other.
All right.
And when you reach out, it turns from blue to black in your hands.
All right. Scratch out blue.
It makes
ready.
it look, it fits your outfit a lot better now.
It looks amazing.
Ooh.
Ah, this is a book. I am in love with this book.
And to your eye, that is definitely blood that was used to make the markings.
It's
Which is
like
the
Mary
sparkle.
Poppins syrup, but
It's like the sparkling is probably magic, not actual glitter. So it is a legit tome of fearsome, forbidden magic. You also know this thing has got to be over a century old because it's
tastes
of the old world.
Do any of the pictures look so much
Okay, so Ash goes and sits cross-legged in the corner.
Oh God.
Just some guy? Yeah. There'd be like the place with the card for the library, and Riddle has taken it out at least 3 times.
Right.
Indira, because Ash is busy and was talking to Zeska, why don't you roll the other thing in the room? So give me a D6, please.
D6. That's
You guys.
Sound good.
6.
A 6? Wow, that's lucky. Give me a D20.
Did I glitch out?
Yeah.
I think I glitched out. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. You rolled a 6, and then you got to roll.
Oh,
a
there we go.
D20. Did you roll?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Hi.
Not yet. I didn't hear any of that. I didn't hear anything. Okay. D20.
So you rolled the D6 and you told me 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the D20 was a what?
A 12.
Okay.
We got another book.
What?
And does that +1 mean that somebody else was a rotten bastard and gave me chaos again?
Yeah. What?
Well, because
All
what
right.
you found is a little white book that matches the one that Ash is pouring through, like it's like the Christmas toy, the big toy catalog.
I find the white version of this.
Yes.
I open the white book. I open it.
It explains how to make everything with mayonnaise. I'm sorry. So
just
it
gotta
doesn't
shut it and
No.
make an Arcana test, please.
okay, because she if it says how to make everything with mayonnaise, she's burning.
It does not. I was being a smartass.
I know. You said Arcana.
Yes, please.
14.
Nice.
So you have kind of the same reaction Zeska did, in that the words don't mean anything to you, the runes or anything, but there's definitely this is magic. This contains magic. But you don't have the feeling Ash did, which is this is for me. Like, let me figure out how I can use this, right? But you do have that sense that this is clearly a magic book. Yeah, you rolled the same item.
All right. She's just gonna.
What were the odds?
Yeah, she's gotta.
Don't tell me. I don't need. Well, as my kid would
So-
say, now that it's happened, 100%.
It's a good kid.
So she's just gonna shut the book and be like, Ash, I found another one.
Huh?
Here.
So Ash,
I found you another one. There's another one.
Ash, give me a wisdom save, please.
Can I choose not to make the wisdoms?
Sure.
I made it.
Okay.
Wait, what's the? Let's see, wisdom. Yeah.
For a
I
moment,
need to.
and you do have this. You don't have to act on it because you made your save. How you act is up to you. But she holds it up to you like, "Hey, look! I found a menu to an Italian place," and you become very aware that the book's powers can counteract each other. And the first thought in your mind is destroy it.
I feel like it's about to get awkward.
Okay, so the book and this book do not get along. Technically speaking, the smart thing might be to destroy that one, but I think we want to keep it as a just in case, but I'm reluctant to be the one to hold on to it.
I look at Indira.
I'll just put it in my bag. I'm just gonna
Wrap
put
it up
in my bag.
real good. real good.
Like
super rapid.
And actually, she's just gonna put it at the bottom of her pack and put her sharp, pointy things on top of it.
Okay.
Because I'll just hold on to this then. And she's gonna look at Aquafear and go, "We're gonna talk later.
Well, what did you say? I didn't. Mike,
She's telling Aquafear, we're gonna talk later.
She nods, and the way she's reacting now is like someone treats a priestess or a chief.
Oh, this is escalating.
Sorry, I have dogs barking.
She's looking at she goes, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know why you're acting. It's cool. Like, we're all here. Like, you don't have to do all whatever that is. You can just.
I'm sorry if I offended you.
No. It's just we're friends now. There's no reason to act like I'm better than. We're friends.
When someone brings you a meal and you're hungry, you're grateful to them, right?
Yeah.
And if you're in the darkness and someone offers you a light, you're grateful to that person for showing you the way, right?
Yeah. That's why I gave you light. That's what
I know. I've been in the dark for a very long time. And now I don't feel that way.
Guys, haven't we only been in this dungeon for like maybe an hour? Oh, you mean okay. Wait.
She smiles.
Like, wait. I can take her a second. She was like, wait, I thought we were talking about the dungeon.
She giggles. No.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're grateful, but okay. You know what? We'll talk about this when we get out of here. All right, let's move on.
Can I have a quick conversation with you, Andira and Zeska? Just the three of us, please.
Eben just nods to Zeska.
I just give him the signal to be like, it's cool. Just watch our backs.
Aquafear will be right back. We're just gonna talk we grew up together. Just give us a second, okay? And they're gonna like huddle up in a circle, like old school, like.
Okay, seriously. Aquafear is kind of freaking me out a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the reverence that she's given you is cool and great and all, but I've seen how fairies work. Anybody who is not their master will the other people are scum. And I don't want the situation to become where Zeska and me are second-class citizens because of this worship thing. Do you see where I'm going with this? I feel like there's becoming a fanatic sort of situation. No disrespect to Aquafear or whatever, but I'm saying don't let them turn against us.
I don't think it's like that. I think she says she's just grateful.
I think Ash has a point, and also if she's so worried and focused on you, then she's not looking out for herself, and now the rest of the pack has to do double duty, making sure that she is not in the way or doing something that could harm all of us because she's so focused on you. It's not good pack behavior.
I mean, she ran and helped. Insert chat 3 name here.
She did. She did. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just a little concerned about fanatic behavior. Like in the Fae community, fanatics are scary.
Yeah, but like, isn't that when they're like worshiping a Fae? Like, I'm not a Fae. And she's just really happy
I'm not
to have.
sure. See, I'm going to say this as a person outside of you looking at you, right? You're glowing and you have this
Literally.
like literally. And I understand that you are probably blessed by the Fae, like Ash, and that it is.
But I'm not.
Well, I don't know what the
my
explanation would be, but here's the thing: to
May not be
someone
the Fae.
who doesn't really live near the Fae, interact with the Fae, doesn't know them, you seem very special.
You are. I've always said you were special. We've known this. You are special. The only reason I'm bringing it up is I think you're special, and I think that's something you ought to embrace. Only reason I'm doing the chat right now is because of lovely yet slightly crazy. She's got crazy eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like ex-girlfriend kind of crazy eyes. Look at those crazy eyes. Come on, think about it. Remember how crazy so-and-so got when the Chad
Okay.
17 said something?
Great voice of God. Can I make a roll to see if I should be upset about how they're acting?
Now that is completely a role-playing choice for you. That's on you, sadly.
She's just gonna smile and just nod and go, okay, but internally she's screaming because like this.
I do it. I crossed the line. No, never tell.
Now she's like, she was just like, okay, and she's like, trauma's coming back, and she's like, okay, and she's just gonna nod and agree, and she's gonna go back to Aquafear without even having to look for her, because apparently,
and Ash and
go to her now.
You noticed that. Yeah.
I'm gonna stand by.
I crossed the line. I went too far.
She's gonna go stand by Aquafear.
Jessica, is everything all right?
I
I made them easier to peer around.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Better now. I think right now it is okay.
Yeah,
but
she's gonna just go back.
Like we're
So that's what you got to deal with.
all right. I think we're okay right now, but we should keep an eye on the pack and make sure everyone is,
Cool.
Right.
Cool. I think that there is one more door. I hate to bring it up after this awkward.
Close to you. Should I be ready to kill him?
Yes, but let's keep that between ourselves and wait for my signal. If it comes to it, I'll make that call.
All right.
I think we lost May.
All right. So you're gonna.
I went too far.
Oh, so Ash is getting the high school girl freak out.
Yeah, kind of. I'm sorry.
Technology tells me we have the ghost of Indira's voice if we needed, but no video. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. So are you going to explore that other room?
I will take I'll say I'm going to go see this other room. It's probably like the ones we've seen. If you want.
Can we be like standing a guard around the door and like all queued up to blast?
Yes, I like this idea.
Want to be in action poses and all that?
Right. And then I open the door.
So you've been down here over an hour, partially because part of it was conversation, which we've had in real time. So it's been about an hour. I'm going to need a perception roll from Zeska.
20, 30.
There is something foul about the air. First thing is it's thin and stale. So you're finding yourself, like when you exert, you end up like,
Right.
you're like me. You, you end up more tired than you imagine. You end up, but there's also a taste in the air. Like, and again, you have like Savage World understanding of this, but you know when you, as a hunter, when you smell that kind of thing, to avoid areas like that, because that's where disease lives. That's where rot lives.
Right. So basically, as I go to push towards the door, it's
But you don't think it's, I mean, you think it's this whole place. It's more like you've been here an hour and you kind of put that together.
got it.
So
I
you're detecting the clock on the we should not be down here
yeah.
a long time because
I think that we should clear this room as quickly as we can and then work to get out. I don't think this place is good for us. So here we go. I open the door.
Okay, so I need from you a D12. High is good for the party, low is bad.
Right. 4. I would like to use an inspire.
Yay!
10.
Okay, yeah, sadly that wasn't a big bump. So I'm gonna need you to make a perception roll.
All right. Who invented a game with so many dice? 17.
It's the D&Ds. It comes with dice. So, 17. As you start to open the door, you realize that it's kind of stuck in the frame, and there's like a quivering in the surrounding wall. You're pretty sure it is now a load-bearing door,
Oh,
but you notice it in time to like.
right. Everybody step back. I think at this point, I want to open the door and let it fall.
Yeah. You definitely. There's several of you that made a point to say you had corns. You had corns.
We had corn.
So you had corn. Ash has like a ton of vines.
Yeah.
You can really tie something and pull it if you want to.
Okay. Because I was like, let's back up basically to like where the rubble already is.
Okay.
And like see if we can't just get this to collapse. And then maybe we'll have made a better ramp out. Oh, great. Oh.
All right. So Zeska, go ahead and give me an intelligence save.
Yeah, that's nice.
Save?
Yep.
Save?
When I use save, it's because
I would like to use my other inspired.
Go ahead. So the reason I use save instead of just intelligence
18.
roll is saving will give you your proficiency for some characters. So it's usually better if I give you a save. So that was the roll to see how well you tie off.
Yeah.
And you do. You go back a bit, you pull, no need for roll on that. And it does partially collapse. It would have caused you damage. It does not do a big collapse. So it basically opens this new room. You can go over the rubble to go in. It does not open the ceiling, but it's definitely great that you didn't just open the door and go in like that because it would have fallen partially on you.
All right. Then, yeah, I'd like to peer in the room. Ooh. Just one.
So all those lines are partial collapses. So basically, you see that this only has one intact sarcophagus, and there is remnants of a second one, but part of the ceiling here had already collapsed. There's essentially a passage going up. As that you realize this is happening, you see, and I'm going to have Map, do me a favor, roll a d6.
Roll a d6. Roll a d6.
Roll the
3. And another round. 3.
Give me a d20, please.
Maybe something good.
Maybe something bad. 18.
Okay. So, in the one sarcophagus, it apparently had not opened. So it's opening as you come in. So the wood part falls off. The corpse sits up. You see that they were in its eyes, and they fall as it sits up. And the other thing you realize is they had all been buried holding some precious object. So all the little things you've been finding were the things that were the important thing.
They were. Oh, right. Good. Okay.
So the one you see from this one is it had like a square of a patch of like fur, like silvery fur. You're not sure what it was for. Like it in a more
Merkin.
setting.
Merkin.
Yamaka.
Mab wins this game! Yay!
Bury me. Promise me this. Bury me with my Merkin.
I mean, it's silver. Come on.
Wow.
Tell my
I
husband
hit
where
it.
to find it. All right, so it stands. So it basically fills in visually a little what you've already kind of figured out, and it is going to attack. I'm going to give
I want to hit it first.
Ash first because she was right on there with the action pose, ready to go. So let's reward that with no initiative necessary. And make it the first hit.
Go, Ash, go.
I'm gonna use inspire. Well, hold on now. 9 plus 5 is
11.
14. Yeah, I don't need to. It's I got 14. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not defensive and they're not armored or anything.
4 damage.
Okay, so it's still green. Indira, do you want to use ranged attack of some kind?
Yeah. So I can see whatever this is. Whatever. Actually, all I have to do is be able to hear them moving.
Yep.
As an action. She's still standing by Aguafir.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll start speaking in Celestial. And I'm using Channel Divinity Turn Undead.
Do we know that she can do that? Is that
Nope, I'm not 100%.
okay?
She did until just now. So she feels something within her. And the other thing is, I'm not sure she knows what she's saying. My take on that would be she
would know.
Right. She's basically speaking in tongues. So she just starts speaking this strange language. And light is coming out of her mouth. And there's like runes in the light. And despite what this would normally do, I'm going to say that blows this minor undead to atoms. Like the glowing words, it is so far away from being able to withstand that it just kind of, its undead eyes widen for a second, and then poof.
Zeska just turns around and is like, how are you doing these things? How long have you been like this?
It's happening.
Are you aggressive? Are you aggressive when you say this? Like, do you seem aggressive or are you like freaked out?
I feel like Zeska's baseline is aggressive. Like,
okay, so Indira's just gonna back up. Just backing up from her.
And the suggestion of this was she's got her hand on the hilt of her weapon.
Got it.
And kind of stands 2/3 in front of Indira.
Okay, I'm gonna stand between the two of you guys. Hey,
Before we go any further,
I'm going to stand between you and her, and I'll stand between them.
All right, everyone stand between everyone if it makes you happy.
Fine.
The point is, before we go any further, a pack must know what everyone in the pack is capable of. And right now, you are scaring me.
No, okay? I don't know. What do you want me to do? Just pull an answer out of my butt? I don't know you. And I don't know. I don't know. Things just happen.
Are we all frozen? Is it just me? Did I lose my connection now?
No, wait, I think we lost Zeska.
I think it's Zeska. She warned me that her magic mirror was acting weird.
I think it's Zeska's turn to have technical difficulties.
Man, Indira, you just threw the shade so hard. You knocked her out of consciousness.
So I'm actually going to say it's time for confessionals. And I'm going to start with Ash.
What the hell is happening? I mean, Indira's totally my best friend, and she's awesome, and I love her, and she's awesome, and she should not, and she's... this is super weird and I don't even really know how to process this. Like, I get being taken by the Fae. Like, that's been happening for generations in my village. And, like, Indira has always had, like, this special spark about her. And I want her to grow into that without having to rely on some jerk, wonderful Fae patron who is awesome. But I also want to make sure that she remembers who she is and where she came from. And that is important to me. But it's really what's important to her that matters.
See, this is why I never did things and why Mom told me to keep my mouth shut and to meditate and to just heal people and move on. But no, the village had to get attacked. And then we had to go find people to help save us. And I mean, I'm not just going to stand there and watch my friends. Well, I'm trying to not just stand there and watch my friends get murdered or get hurt. But the more I try to help, the more I freak them out. And that's what I was worried about. And the only one that's not treating me like a weirdo is this new person I just met.
They're treating you like a weirdo. You should know.
Apparently, you're supposed to do these too. You know the chances they're going to find both books in random treasure drops? I'm not going to give you the exact math, but I'll tell you, not real likely. So that's going to be a turn plot-wise that may or may not come crashing down at some point. So that's, for me, confessionally speaking, that's the big thing I'm going to walk away with. Okay, now what? Now what, smart guy? So we have temporarily lost Latanya.
I'll stand by. We have a flicker of one more confession.
Hey!
We'll see if it holds the
confessions.
Oh no. Perhaps
Oh,
I'm
you're on
being
spot.
too harsh, but I don't think so. I haven't seen anything like this, and I don't trust things that are unexpected, unpredictable, that I have not been told about. And I understand that maybe she is going through something right now. Something is changing maybe, but that doesn't change the fact that this could be dangerous, not just to her, but to all of us. And I don't think that I'm out of line for voicing that and showing that concern. But, you know, kids.
All right, so sending out warning to our
I'm in
affiliates.
this confession box by myself, y'all.
Warning to affiliates that the Savage Moon episodes are between 2 and 2.5 hours long. This is a 2-part adventure. These adventures will likely be closer to 2.5 than 2 hours, because anyone that's played D&D knows dungeons are fun, but they take a while. And there also tends to be more combat and stuff. So we are very likely going to 9:30 today. All right. Thank you for getting back so quickly. And when last we left, everyone was faced off against each other and staring and being all tense.
So I just want to know that if you think that you are safe to be around, that what is happening to you is not something that is going to hurt all of us. What are the things that you have done so far? Maybe if I know that, maybe if I understand better, then it won't come as a surprise every time. Uh-oh. No. Hold on. What's happening?
Indira's just like pouting now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
no.
it's the cow. Is it-
No.
What?
No, no.
What happened?
Don't pout.
We
Don't
we have
pout.
to deal with this later. Zeska, we've got to keep moving.
No, you're right. You're right.
So she can turn undead. She can.
We're just now walking down this hallway, and you're just casually being like, "Here's the thing."
I'm sorry, Indira. I'm sorry. It's just things are weird, and I know things are always weird, and I've had weird things, and I'm sorry. I got you. I got your back here. Zeska, back off.
Okay. I'm off the deck.
You can either go down this partially collapsed area that was freed by collapse, or double back and try to climb up the way you came in.
I think we keep trying to go out the way we fell in, right? And it's not working.
Well, no.
That's all.
To try to climb back out would have been the very first room you were in.
Right.
Yeah.
It would have been
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We can't do that. So that's like a little pathway there that we can go down, right?
I mean, I think we're gonna give it an A for effort try to climb out.
Okay, so we go back to this chamber.
No. There's fallen. Oh, is it just? It's just rubble that hasn't
There's no way out. You'd have to climb right up the wall with pitons if you had them.
Got it.
And you'd have to go straight up and then burrow through earth.
And that's in the main room that we landed in. This other room, there is a way to get through.
There is.
Does the air seem any better? This is all terrible.
Not enough air is getting in here in general.
Okay.
So
here's my thought. We have tried to get to the surface and we can't get there from where we have fallen. We need to find a way out. Enough of this place has fallen in that perhaps if we just follow this path, that we'll find a place that opens up to the air again. But we really need to get out of here as soon as we can.
So at this point, to put the exclamation point on that sentence, I'm going to have you all make a saving throw against tomb rot. So please do it one at a time in turn. DC 12 con save. When I call you out, make the roll. Ash, go ahead and roll.
Hi. oh my God! I thought it was what? It's a 7.
Okay. You might want to.
I can still re-roll. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I was like, what? Okay, re-rolling. Stand by. Re-rolling.
Please.
All right.
You did say con.
Con 12. Yeah. So, did you make it, Ash?
I need to beat a 12.
12 or higher.
Can I roll again?
No. All right. Ash, you're down 1 constitution temporarily, and you have contracted tomb rot, which is a disease.
Oh, tomb rot. It's like, what are
tomb rot? Zeska.
How do I make that happen? Here we go.
There's a way to do it artificially and beyond. So Zeska, go ahead and make the save. Con 12.
18.
You do not have tomb rot. Congratulations. And Mira, con save, please.
Alrighty, I'm clicking it.
Nice.
No.
Let's see.
20.
So you do not have Eben. So go ahead and Tanya make his save.
Let me check his.
There's an effect.
What's one? +1. 7.
Okay, so he has tomb rot.
Oh,
so he's temporarily done 1 constitution.
All right.
And now Aguafir does not have to make a save. Technically, right now, she's a paladin.
Okay.
Oh.
So she for some reason does not get tomb rot.
What would it be like? It doesn't say tomb rot in the thing. What's the?
Oh, you just because it's not a thing in the system. You just need to temporarily lower your con by 1, and I'll track the rest.
Oh, okay, done. Yay!
Oh, All right, so those of you that have it, which I think is just no, it's Ash and Eben, right?
Yep.
You're feeling weak. You're probably coughing a little bit.
Oh, I feel weak.
All right, so you're going to continue down this side road, right? Side path.
Yep.
Who goes first? This is
I'm so off.
I will.
so. This is tenuous. This is going to be tricky because you're going to have to avoid collapse. So first up is Zeska, and I take it you're going to give her some room in case there's a collapse. You don't all want to get hit with it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're going to take your time, Zeska, DC 13 athletics at advantage.
Athletics. Ooh, I got that. This is one of the things I'm good at. 24.
You are through with no problem, and I will show you. Hang on. Oh, you have to do this. Okay. Do you want to get all the way through before you signal the others to join you?
Yeah,
Or-
I will use my whistle for that.
Oh, yeah, you've got special tools. All right, let me do this.
While you're doing that, I just want to say thanks, Protonic 101, from coming here because you saw a juggler at the Ren Fair. What? We're laughing because that's Paulo Garbanzo, and he is the director and producer of this channel.
Honestly, that's why I'm here. I saw a juggler, and then all my friends said, why don't you two guys know each other? I was literally set up.
That was me. When I found out y'all didn't know each other, I was
Well, it
like,
wasn't just you. I was descended on by hordes of well-meaning friends. It was delightful.
make it happen.
Jugglers, man. Yeah, he's the director, and you want to tune in on Tuesday night for the All Bard Party show. I'll tell you about that in a little bit.
Well, we got a dungeon crawl now.
Yeah.
So this is a somewhat larger chamber with
With
two
a
doors. in it.
giant bristle block.
So the bristle block is just I had to resist the temptation to go into InDesign and go into Illustrator and spend another half an hour
That's
to
fair.
make rubble. But
Got
it's rubble. There's no other creatures there. It's a 40% collapsed room with two other ways out. So
Okay.
do you-
I want to do a quick kind of check of the perimeter.
Okay.
And then if I feel it's fairly safe, then I'll blow the whistle.
Give me an investigation roll.
Probably not my strong suit. 13.
It looks like the lower of those two doors,
Uh-huh.
the same is a load-bearing door kind of
Okay,
issue.
like the other one. Uh-huh.
Where the one that's going map east
Yep.
does not look to have that issue.
Okay. Then once everybody is in the room, I'm
Well, we got to take this one at a time. So who's
one
next?
at a time. Okay. I'm going to not touch anything until everybody.
So you whistle. Who is the next person that's going to go through the tricky collapsed area? Abin says, I'll go last. So who's the next person through?
And Dare, if you want to go first.
And Dara's gonna just and Dara will nudge. What?
Oh, you want to send her in? She'll go first.
Did I
All
freeze?
right, so roll for her. She's going to roll athletics at advantage. She needs a 13 or better.
Okay. Okay. Athletics at advantage.
Yeah, she doesn't have that.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah, there we go. Thank you.
just the
No.
+1,
Doesn't have that.
but at
Oh, well,
advantage.
that was funny. All right, I'll take the 19.
So she's able to get through no problem. And you get through she gets through the room with Zeska, and she says in a hushed tones, Mistress, it's all right. Come on.
Zeska looks so annoyed. All right. Make her way through. Okay, I'm so glad I got a +1, y'all. Ooh. This is not her strong suit. I'm gonna use my inspire.
That sounds like a great pro tip.
Come on, thingy. Please,
Thanks to
please
God's
don't screw me.
bring her the inspired to use.
Seriously.
That wasn't better.
Oh man.
Okay, tunnel collapse. So this is done the way we did it before, which I'll tell you again. You're going to roll 2 6-sided dice. You're going to re-roll anything that's not odd and keep adding to the total until you've rolled all odds. Then you're done. Or ask someone with
Okay, so hold on.
easier tool to do it for you. Because on a phone, that's going to be a pain in the ass.
How about I can do it. It broke up in the middle of the roll, so I just need to keep rolling d6. Is that what you said?
Until they both roll odd.
Well, so when
Until they roll.
Instead, just roll
Roll a
the first
d6.
die. Just roll a sided die twice.
Okay.
Pause. We'll do the math.
Do the math.
Okay. Okay, that's a 5. 1.
It's odd.
And the one, that's
one.
odd too.
One.
5
So
and a
6.
2.
Was
I'm
it
sorry.
a 2 or a 1?
5 and a 1.
5 and 1. Both odds 6. Great.
That's
So,
what I rolled.
Perfect.
What are the odds?
Not high. So make a DC 14 con save, and you can take even half of that.
Me?
Andira.
I have to make a con save.
DC
All right.
14 con save to
I
take
hate when
half
it breaks
damage.
up in the middle of my crap. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a pain.
You got to take a con save because you're at Dragon Con right now.
Dead jokes, Meb?
Wait, hold on.
Yup.
Mad jokes.
That's your dead joke.
Okay, my phone froze in the middle of my roll, so I'm going to go to roll a dice instead and do that. So hold, please.
Hold, please. We're experiencing
Because
technical
Technology.
difficulties.
All right. Save. Oh my God, that's a 22.
Okay, so
Wait,
you're
19,
only
20.
gonna-
That's a 21.
So you're only going to take 3 points of damage. Ash, you're next.
What am I doing now?
Athletics at advantage, and you get your whatever your plus is.
And athletics at advantage. So I'm going to use 2 of my D21s. I'm going to use, so these dice, they do go up to 21. This is our regular D21. This is a metal D21. I want to see who wins in a great battle of 2. Yes. All right. Once again, the metal D21 comes out on top. What's the number I need to make?
Is it metal?
Yeah,
13?
the metal one. 13. Yes. I make it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you get through. Abin is the last one through, so he has to make his athletics at advantage. And he's actually got a decent roll.
His thank you. That's a +1.
You're welcome.
By the way,
13.
thank you for the inspire that I just
13.
saw. Thank you.
Okay, so he makes it. So the terrible thing about that is if more than one person had failed, the initial number of dice in the collapse goes up 1 die for each failure.
Oh,
So
Ow.
like the second one rolls 3 days to start and so forth. So that could have been like lethal.
I feel like our future is gonna be real squishy.
So the party makes it through. Everybody's in one piece, just a couple of scrapes. And you see that there are 2 doors. And Zeska warns the one at the bottom looks touchy to her.
That door is touchy.
I swear, May, you're drinking something, and like I keep seeing it, and I'm like, is she drinking Windex?
Oh my God, they didn't get to you, did they?
The
Drinking
Greek-
Windex and taking horse tranquilizers and
I was gonna say the Greek thing, spray the Windex. So I think that we should avoid that door and try this door.
okay, so you have
To
no idea
these.
how to pick a lock. So how do you just force it?
I kicked down the door. Yeah.
Is he small enough to get in there to pick a lock? Like with his
Him
hands?
as a lockpick.
I mean, he could try. You want me to reach my arm in there?
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. He reaches his arm in. There's a bunch of like thorns in here. What do you want me to do?
Make them so that the thing moves.
What thing?
There's a lock. It's a lock.
What's a lock?
God,
Oh,
I learned a thing. I learned a thing today.
That's boogada. Nope, not doing it. Boogada.
boogada. I'm done.
Oh, am I supposed to pick the lock? This one.
Oh God.
Mab jokes.
Mab jokes.
He failed to pick the lock.
I picked this one. This is the lock I picked.
He's so good. He's my
This is
favorite.
All
the
right,
one
all
I
right.
picked.
No, I get
I
it.
picked the winner.
I'm gonna hit it with the shaft of my battle.
Best, please.
Okay. This thing I am good at. Nat 20 to get a 23.
He's vaporized. It both apart to fragments.
What door?
Door. You have defeated the door.
I know, and we have a savage that's just been sitting there, and we haven't had any kind of damage situation.
Oh, just wait.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that, May.
So at this point, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
See, I told you.
Ash, what's yours?
Balls. Ooh, yeah. 17, I believe. Yep, 17.
Evan?
Abin is 12.
Zeska.
Zeska is 14.
Zesty.
Is
Aguafir?
Their initiative is 16.
Okay, and then Dira.
15.
All right. So, Zeska, you don't get around this round because you spent your round destroying the door, but you do see when you look beyond into the area revealed by the destroyed door, a bunch of undead coming your way from the rest of the complex. So next up in initiative would be Ash and Aguafir. Ash, you're usually ready with an Eldritch Blast.
You know, I think I'm going to mix it up.
What do you want to do?
Oh, wow.
An Eldritch Blast.
I'm shocked.
Except today, I'm going to do a very special Eldritch Blast.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, with a 1.
Nice. You can't inspire that or anything. All right, so kind of sparks and yeah.
Oh man, you just like epically like stepped through that door and went like sparkle.
Yeah. My
Aguafir,
Eldritch Blast looks thorny.
Aguafir charges fearlessly because the mistress is behind her and attacks. Let's go ahead and roll the hit for her. Give her advantage because she is currently.
Apparently, she's.
So did your Eldritch Blast just?
Okay.
It was like a toothpick, and it just.
It went zcack. and then then Fritz kind of pops in and looks at me and is like,
18.
Okay, and damage.
"That's a good hit."
Damage.
Uh,
Get it. Knock them dead. Oh, they're already dead.
Her damage. Hold on. His damage. Her damage is
Make it re-dead.
2. Okay. All right. So.
So at this point, you feel energy.
That's 8.
You feel
8 damage.
the energy rising up from within you. Do you release it or choke
Ooh.
it down?
Wait, I broke up when you asked. I'm so sorry. I ruined that moment. What's the
You
question?
feel,
She's like, "Something's happening."
you feel energy rising up from within you. Do you release it or do you choke it back?
She'll release it.
Kira is now unconscious. Put yourself at 0 hit points. Everyone else, there's a bright flash.
Wait.
Wait.
Wait, I missed something. What happened? I missed something.
You're unconscious. You're missing everything.
It froze.
You're at 0 hit points. You're unconscious.
Oh, I released it and now I'm at 0.
Right.
Yes.
You
great.
blew
Okay.
yourself out.
So-
That's cool.
For the others, there's a bright flash of light. When it dims enough for you to see again, the undead aren't there anymore.
But Indira's on the floor.
And she's on the floor.
I will rush to Indira and I will are you okay? Indira, say something. Speak to me.
So she's at 0. She's unconscious, but you use your medicine. She's not in danger of dying.
Can I
but
give her one of my red mushrooms?
You absolutely may. You will also notice that she is not glowing right now. Also,
Is she okay?
the horns on Aquafina have gone out. So it's very dark in the corridor. Indira, you feel tired. You're fed a magic mushroom. This is an unusually drug-related setting. You feed her magic mushrooms, and it's fine as long as someone's with you to guide you.
They're not magic, they're medicinal.
Medicinal.
God.
Yeah, they're medicinal. Eric.
All right, I'll tell you the difference between
It's a
me
herb,
and
it's
Loon
fine.
is Loon would baby bird that stuff to you. But no.
So, Indira, I believe that gives you back all your hit points.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm unconscious.
Well, no,
No, it's full heal.
it's a full heal.
Oh, okay.
The
And
mushroom,
we're back.
And we're back.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
red shrooms bring it.
Mushrooms. Oh, mighty bean. I keep saying strength bean. Whatever. It's
You're still tired though, Indira, and you're not sure you're going to be able to carry off magic right now.
We need to rest.
Okay.
Also, we need to get some light as we no longer have light. Abin and I will work on getting a torch started. I therefore use my tinderbox. My
Okay, and you'll set out a little pile instead of fire. Are you gonna
yeah,
do
and then get the torch lit.
Do you do that here, or do you go into like a side? Well, you have to go back through that dangerous room.
I do it. No,
Just
I do it right
this?
here. Like it seems okay here.
Do you want to
anywhere?
go to the north when you look down that corridor?
Oh yeah, there's stairs.
There are stairs. Do you want to look before you set up camp?
Actually, can we go back in? We can go back to the bristle block room.
You go into the bristle block room, yes, but if you go through it, you have to make all those rolls again.
Yeah, I just go in. If we get everybody into it, and then can I wedge my shield in the door?
Yeah.
Wait, which room is the bristle block room? The room we're currently in?
The one we just came from.
Yeah, the one we're in or the one that we landed in?
The one we literally just came from because we walked into this weird shaped hallway thing.
Can you show me again? Yeah, the bristle block, not the room with the tombs, but the room that we are currently
Right.
in.
So just go back to literally go right back through the door we walked through.
Gotcha. Yep.
No problem at all. Barely an inconvenience.
And I'll wedge the door. Hey, and it's got a window. So if any undead show up, they can knock and we'd be like, who's there?
Oh,
Is it? Oh no, we lost. Oh.
Oh, we lost.
So yeah, this is where Ash was gonna, take care of Endura and make sure we're
you know
cool.
what? Considering our technical difficulties, why don't we call this break?
All right.
Because this is a two-part adventure. We're losing Tanya and/or May. Like by next week, hopefully everything will be more stable. Yeah, you're definitely halfway through the adventure. We'll go ahead and carry over the inspirations. It's fine. All right, so we'll leave this here. We've already done. Someone's sawing a table.
I know.
Oh my
right?
God, you can hear that? I'm
Yeah.
playing with my thorns.
Oh,
I was just like
it sounds
scratching them on the table. My big pile of thorns. Wow, that's a good mic.
Stop sawing the table.
My
Uh,
I
bad.
just want to thank everybody for joining us a night where we were plagued with technical difficulties before we even got started. For hanging with us.
Yeah, but we did make it. We plowed
Made it.
through this evening, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So do you have any
So-
outro stuff, Map?
Yes, I do. Thank you guys so much. I want to. Oh, we got. She's here. Maybe I don't know. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Nat 21 Adventures, and welcome to all of our new watchers. I'll give you a brief heads up overview about what we got queued up for this upcoming week. I don't see the latest greatest banner, but I will tell you that we have a whole week's worth of shows on. So today is Sunday. On Monday evening at 10 p.m., we have Glamour Hobo Bedtime Tales, and it's where Carmel, our very own Metatron, reads amazing bedtime tales and is very sultry and delicious. And that is on Mondays. And on Tuesdays, we have our main game show. There it is. Boom. On Tuesdays, we have our main show, and we are in week 3 of our all bard party. And that's at 8 p.m. All of our times are Eastern. On Wednesday at 12:30 p.m., we have Creating with the Crew. It's where the cast of Nat 21 Adventures and guests work on costumes or maps or scenery or other adventurous projects. And then starting in September, but wait, no, let's do this right. This particular Wednesday, we are joining forces with RF Chaos, that's Roll for Chaos, to do a one shot of an original game. It's called Like Clockwork. It's an Aether Punk, and we got 4 cast members from Nat 21 Adventures. Paulo Garbanzo is playing Korg 3000. Adamo Ignis is playing Nadia. I will be playing the Gidget, the Goblin Tech, and Rowan the Bard will be playing the Noble Horatio. It's definitely going to be an amazing adventure. I'm really looking forward to it. But every Wednesday, starting in September 8th, after that, we're doing Goblonia, which is an original game written by Robert Turk, who has done such a good job on the Sunday Side Quest spot that we've given him his 8 p.m. show on Wednesdays moving forward. It's not this week, it is next week. Everything got bumped back. On Thursdays at 9 a.m., you can write sonnets with Shakespeare, which is a delight. And then at 10 p.m., we have our very own Gothic Horror Gaming. And I'm not sure if this is the last week of Gothic Horror or if it is a Delta Green game. May Hammer may know more. So that is our show cast or schedule for this week. Very busy. Do you have audio?
Just to clarify too, yes. Thursday is still Gothic Horror Gaming. I think it is the last of that season. Since we had to push back because of Thursday with all of us being all over the place. So but this Thursday we'll be back to Gothic Horror, and I think it might be the last episode for that before DG gets back in.
Ooh, Delta Green, same crew, slightly different cast, more modern. It's an amazing show. I don't even know how we're doing it. You're right. I'm looking at the comments. You're right. Protonic 101. Welcome to the channel. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Does anyone have any other awesome information they want to add? Any shows coming up or?
I'll be doing not with Net 21, but I do a stream called Nuked, which comes back August 14th, and it's the second half of our second season.
September 14th.
Yeah, whatever this is in this realm, I get confused. It's like being spiritually cross-eyed
It's kind of like time zones, only they're month zones.
The
Yes.
14th that's coming right up, that 14th. But you can look at my Wandering Wizard on Facebook. I post coming right ups for everything. So if you want to keep track of what I'm doing, go there.
Awesome.
819 Entertainment on Twitch. And here is my teaser. So for those who don't know me, I own Tabletop Teas, which is a geek-inspired tea company. I hand blend teas, and there will be a Escape to Eart tea coming soon, as well as
Yay!
a goblin tea. So keep your ears peeled. There'll be more news coming. That was a
That is
teaser.
awesome.
You like that?
I did. I picked up on it and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And May, you're at Dragon Con right now, but
Yeah. There's some things that are being announced. I'm waiting, even though it was announced at the convention, we're waiting for the official press release to go out before we make any posts or anything. So just follow me on Facebook to see that shenanigans. And I will also be at Heroes Con in Richmond, September 18th and 19th as a cosplay guest. And anything else, I'll be posting updates while I get my groove back with sewing. So so be sure to follow my Instagram for all my costuming adventures.
Oh, okay. Oh, and one last announcement. I did the mention before. These are the brand new, like hot in my hands as of last night at 10 p.m. The brand new solid metal D21s, and they'll be adding them to the website tomorrow. Very exciting. I know you all have been hollering because Paul has been shaking me down. All right. Remember, because when a nat 20 won't do, you need a nat 21. As always, see you next week.